I'm still just having the hardest time wrapping my head around the fact that we're here and we're going into the final area momentarily. Hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Okami. In the last episode, we went and took care of all of the final preparations that I wanted to do around the world, including, mind you, the Kamui Trial Devil Gate, which is insane. That is a huge accomplishment for me. And speaking of accomplishments, we have everything. That just blows my mind. I'm still reeling about this, honestly. I can't, I've never done this before, and it's just surreal to me that everything's done. We're ready to ascend the Rainbow Bridge into the Ark. Oh boy. Let's make our rounds to talk to the villagers before we head in. Taskell, I'm scared. Oh, baby! Baby, I'm sorry. Don't worry. I will protect everyone. How can such an enormous thing float into the sky like that? It must mean what the old legend says is true. The legend about how this ark, which was sunk in Laochi Lake, fell from the celestial plane and into our world. It says the celestials who fell to our world with it were eaten up by countless vicious monsters. By the army controlled by the evil ruler of darkness, Yami. So the Ark of Yamato is related to the powers of darkness. How about that, though? Legends all coming true, I suppose. Oh, this is the same thing over. Alright, just wanted to check. Down here we do have some Mikkel and Oki as well. The Ark of Yamato. They say it fell from the heavens. It is indeed imposing. Legend says the Ark of Yamato is the root of all evil in our world. To think we would suffer such misfortune after the demons were defeated and warmth returned to Kamui. The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Kutone glows silver. The prophecy's wall of ice is not the demon's blizzard. Rather, it is the ice on our perpetually frozen lake. Amaterasu, if that ark is the way to the heavens, then you must embark upon it. Though we have not known each other long, I can already tell what sort of being you are. For you, the realm of the gods lies ahead. It is a journey the rest of us cannot take. You knew that, didn't you, Amaterasu? I suppose we had some inkling that was the case. But with everyone talked to, it is time to head up the Rainbow Bridge. Well, Ami, you know there's no turning back once you board the Ark of Yamato. So do you have the resolve to pass the point of no return? Yup, I see. Well, I guess this is it then. Ami, don't you go dying like you did 100 years ago. That isn't a part of the plan. We're here to live. We're here to succeed, live, and defeat this Ark. Well, maybe not the Ark itself, but we certainly will defeat what's in it after daylight breaks. Here we are at the top. Wait a sec, Ami. Well, we've been through a lot together. How long's it been since we first met? It all started in the valley of Sakuya's chest. Come on, Issun. Then we laid the smackdown on Orochi, then that fox wench. We even went inside an emperor's body and traveled to the bottom of the sea. Then, before I knew it, I found myself back in my own land. And now it all ends with the appearance of the legendary Ark. But for you, it's just the start of an even greater adventure. Sorry, Ami. I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. As I told you from the beginning, I joined you so that I could steal those 13 brush techniques of yours. We found them all during our travels, and now each and every one has been etched into my mind. It's not like I've mastered them yet, but I plan on having loads of fun with my newfound skills. It's a bit sad to see you go, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself, pal. No, Ami, no! Look, you're a god, I'm a sprite. We live in completely different worlds. The road ahead may be a tough one, but it's one you're just gonna have to walk alone. I know. It's just, I got things I need to do too, you know. Now let's wrap this up. I can't stand long goodbyes. Farewell, my furry friend. Hold it right there, furball! How many times do I have to tell you? We gotta go our separate ways. Now leave me alone, you thick-headed lump of fur. He's right, ma chérie. Your way lies with this arc. You again. At last, a path to the heavens has opened up. Oh, fantastique! How long have I yearned for this moment? 200 years? No, it must have been much longer. Bah, what are you babbling on about now, you big fruitcake? A path to the heavens? On that creepy old hunk of junk? What a fitting exit for a half-baked prophet like you. I have no idea what you're up to, and frankly, I don't care. I'm not a part of this anymore, so I'm gonna split. Have fun, you two! Afraid of the legendary arc, are we? What did you say? Well, if you must go, then go. Besides, only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board the fabled Ark of Yamato. You never had a ticket, and you never will. Why, you witless, two-bit, half-baked prophet! You're just trying to trick me into getting on that stupid boat. I'm not gonna fall for something like that. I'm no fool. So there. Wait a sec. I know. Maybe I should just hop on board your little boat. Yeah, and then I should tear the place apart as a little parting gift to you. Don't blame me. I already told you. Only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board. But you didn't need me to tell you that, my little bouncing friend. You know very well why you can't board this ark. Do I not speak the truth, little celestial envoy? Well, it's about time. My little friend, I have another prophecy for you. Listen up, because this will no doubt come in handy for you. It takes two to tango. The bond of the brush shall intercede. I thought I'd give you the long version, since it was my last. Pretty good, don't you think? Those unwilling to fulfill their own destiny cannot board the ferry to the celestial plane. Life is all about resolve. Outcome is secondary. It is resolve that determines the value of your life. You have no doubt met many such resolute people in your journeys. Well, my little bouncing friend, I must bid you adieu. Shall we, Machete? We have a date with destiny, and we mustn't keep her waiting. And here we are, past the point of no return. This is the Arc of Yamato, and it is quite the doom and gloom in here. It's pretty dingy feeling, for sure. But here we have a new face. My goodness, I can hardly believe it. My eyes may have been enveloped in darkness all this time, but I know when I see a divine being before me. Okami Amaterasu, you've returned home. I, Marco, would like to welcome you on behalf of all Celestials. Celestial being Marco. Oh, I made a mistake. I said that you'd returned home, but of course I was wrong. This is the inside of the dreaded Ark which fell from the heavens. It's nothing like our wonderful home, the celestial plane. Alas, only my spirit remains in this world. It's been imprisoned here for many years. Perhaps it was my destiny. Okami Amaterasu. I'd be so grateful if you could bestow upon us a small gift. Not only for me, but for the others who succumb to death. In exchange, I will give what I can. I'm sure that it would lift everyone's spirits. This is the final shop that we have available. We can give an offering in return for some items, either money or demon fangs. You can get the treasures that you might have skipped out on before this, including the water tablet. There's also the peace bell, the wooden mat, the golden cap, and the golden ink pot, blah blah blah, and traveler's charm, golly charm, and golden peach. I have a ton of demon fangs and really no reason to buy any of these. I really just don't need them. But in case you skipped out on the other things, this is your last chance to get them. But in the money section of the offering, cough cough store, cough cough, we have gold dust, the last two in the game, which I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like that it's here, because that means the only time that you can have a fully powered up inventory is past the point of no return. So if you use gold dust on your first two weapons, the I think it's the life beads and the divine retribution, if you use your first two gold dusts on those, then you're out of two weapons being powered up for like whatever else you might want to do in the outside world. So I'm not terribly a fan of that. Otherwise, you have your standard shop fare in case you wanted to buy anything else. We do have a lot of money, but I don't think I'm particularly going to be using much of any of that. So we're going to skip out on it. But here's our gold dust. Divine Retribution. Was it the life beads? Oh no, life beads was the next one. It was the devout beads. Alright. So, yeah, honestly, pro tip in case you're starting up a new playthrough, don't use your 2 first gold dusts on these. I mean, I skipped the divine retribution because I kinda vaguely remember that, but I forgot that it was 2, so oh well. Anyway, we're gonna power up the tundra beads, and we will be using it briefly. Probably not for long, but I feel like it would be only right to at least get some use out of the tundra beads. I probably will be switching back to the glaives shortly, and then to solar flare after that. So, I have a game plan. We already know what we're gonna be doing, so very excited. But now, as we go down this pathway, we approach another celestial. Goodness, if I'm not mistaken, you're from our home, the Celestial Plane. It's you, Okami Amaterasu. Who would have thought we would meet again after all this time? All my waiting under the dark, cold ice is paid off. We Celestials may have lost our physical form, but our spirits live on and are with you for all eternity. This is the celestial being Hakuba. We were heartbroken after the battle on the celestial plane, when you fell to this world with that monster. We managed to escape before it happened, but little did we know the tragedy that was about to befall us. After we ran away from the battle, we boarded the Ark of Yamato hoping to get away. But not long after we set sail, countless monsters appeared from the depths of the Ark. Having nowhere to run, all of us were devoured by the monsters. This Ark, which was built by the lunar civilization, turned out to be a cargo ship designed to transport thousands of monsters. Not long after setting sail, the Ark lost its rudder and plummeted down to this world. The Celestials on board, each and every one of us, were slain. I don't know why the Moon Tribe built such a thing, but when the Ark fell to this world and brought such tragedy, well, it was nothing short of a disaster. Okami Amaterasu. It seems that the Ark has begun to move again after all this time. But this place is like a nest of dark beings. Please take care not to be sucked into the darkness. Well, thank you very much for that tip. That's like nightmare fuel, though. Just the thought of being stuck on this giant ship and just the thought of so many monsters coming after you and having nowhere to run. That gives me the creeps. Well, if you were paying attention to the designs on the walls outside, you knew that this was coming. We have boss fights. It has been a little, oh shoot. It has been a little bit since we have encountered these guys, and honestly, we fought the bandit spider so many times in addition to the spider queen that this is a joke. Honestly, me being careless was kind of a bit embarrassing because it should have been a lot easier than it was just to get the one-up on this thing. She has one eyeball left. There she goes. Simple as always. Alright, perfect score, as is natural. So I put on the tundra beads to, you know, test it out. Remember that? And then I didn't even use it in this fight because, you know, it's the Spider Queen. Oh well. Alright, exit this area and we run into you again, Okami Amaterasu. It seems one of the dark beings has disappeared. If only all the evil power would leave our midst, then I'm sure the Ark would return to the celestial plane. I was ready for immortality. But now it seems the time has come for my spirit to take leave. It's brought joy to my heart to have met you before I depart. I hope that you will return to the celestial plane, Amaterasu, and that you will bring light to this world once more. Ooh, that's a twisty spine. Yikes, that looks painful. Alright, you probably already get the gist of what we're doing here. This is a boss rush area, which, you know, you can tell what I'm already apprehensive about, but it's kind of cool seeing some of the earlier bosses again, because it's been a long time since we've seen this dude in here, and this will be the first fight that we get to see with the Tundra Beads. And here we go, the Crimson Helm is here once again. Alright, so all we gotta do is continue attacking him, wait for his armor to fall off. We've done this once before. It's the exact same as before, except, you know, more health. Oh, there we go. Blow out the fire, and then... yeah! Alright, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it straight up. The Tundra Beads are nowhere near as good as the dual glaive setup that we had before. I did this fight with dual glaives, and it was done in one cycle. One cycle, and that was it. I'm just like, I'm a little bit disappointed at how little damage the Tundra Beads does. Can I actually just do this? Oh, that does a little bit more, actually. There we go. Alright, well, second fight is down. Yeah, there we go. We use the Tundra Beads. They're nothing special. The dual glaives, again, are better. And now, just for the sake of showing this, if you'd kind of like do a Yui right here, a blue scroll will spawn in place of the bosses. This happens everywhere. And this is how you're going to find the clay flyer. We don't have it here right now, but it certainly can show up. There's a few different enemy combinations that you can get from these scrolls, so you might not get it right away, but as long as you just like kind of walk away from this area and then turn around and come back, it will respawn and you'll have another crack at seeing. Yep, there we go. See, it just respawns right back in. You'll have another crack trying to get the clay flyer. It's kind of strange because I saw a lot of people like really concerned that I might have missed out on the clay flyer, because a lot of people seem to believe that you can only see it in Kamiki Village 100 years ago, or Kamiki Village in the past. You know, that would probably be a little bit easier to say. But yeah, a lot of people seem to be under the impression that that's the only place that you can find them, so it's a missable monster, but it really is not. Granted, it is past the point of no return, so I mean, that's not ideal, for sure, but still, you are able to fill in your bestiary. You will not miss it, as long as you remember to grab it in these scrolls before you leave. It's you, Okami Amaterasu. I did wonder when the ark began to move. Lo and behold, it's the guardian of our home, the celestial plane. Celestial being Sato. Why did such a tragedy befall us? This ark was built by the lunar civilization as a rescue boat. It had been enshrined in the celestial plane for many years. We believed it would be safe. In order to ensure our future existence, we fled to the ark when the monster attacked us. How could we have known this ark would become our coffin? I don't know. Maybe it was our destiny. Perhaps it was all decided from the start. That monster, Orochi, who attacked the celestial plane, had suddenly come flying across the sea of stars, and after destroying our people and our homeland, it went on to cause pain and suffering in this world. Perhaps it was all preordained by the Moon Tribe. Well, that's a little bit morbid. Alright, so we're gonna go past here, and I'm taking off the Tundra Beads for this. The Thunder Edge does a crap ton more damage, crap ton faster, so, that, we're just gonna use this for now. Alright, we all know what awaits, right? Right. So, I have some mixed feelings here, okay? I have some mixed feelings. We're just gonna speed this up because, well, we fought this. This is the third time that we're fighting Orochi, okay? I just, don't get me wrong. I love this fight, okay? This is one of my favorite boss fights of all time. Like, honestly, I think it's so cool and so it lives up to the hype so well the first time that you fight Orochi. And it's like, it's one of those things that really got me hyped, and I love it so much. I don't think that we should have to fight it 3 times. Especially considering that we literally just fought him not even like 2 hours of gameplay ago. If you're not going for everything, especially, I don't even know how long that would have been. It wouldn't have been very long, but it's a very, very short amount of time that you're fighting Orochi right in a row. And there's not even any changes to it. It's the exact same fight. And like, as much as I love this fight, and again, don't get me wrong, I think it is phenomenal. I don't think this should have happened. Either, like, it should have been changed up in some way so that it's, different. Or maybe make an abridged version. I really don't know, because it makes sense from a story perspective, but from a gameplay perspective, it's just like, I really was not impressed that I had to fight this again, So yeah, that's my 2 cents about Orochi's third fight. Just one of those things where it really didn't have to happen this way, and it's unfortunate. It kind of lessens the impact to me, It makes it less impactful after everything is said and done. And I just think that's kind of a shame. Whew, well, third Orochi fight down. Hooray! Also a perfect score, which is nice. Yeah, the Orochi fight is specifically one that I'm just like, meh on, but it's okay. Okami Amaterasu. I sense the presence of someone here on the Ark. Could it be that man from the Moon Tribe? I can feel his pain somewhere deep down inside this Ark. Amaterasu, you must save him without a moment's delay. You must stop the seeds of tragedy from being sown. In order for the evil in this world to be exorcised, the sun god Amaterasu must return to the celestial plane. I pray that you will watch over the world from the heavens, and that you will bestow peace upon us all. Their death animation just gives me the creeps. It just creeps me out a little bit. I don't particularly like it, but they're good. They're good celestial beings for sure. Okay, so we only have 2 left. We have Blight and we have Ninetails. Blight comes first before Ninetails. We fought him earlier, so we're gonna take care of this side first, and then cut across to go and do Ninetails. So here we go. Go on in. So, not Ninetails. So Blight is just the same as before. You just need to use Veil of Mist to uncover him. when he's about to charge you. There we go. Yeah. That'll leave him wide open, and we're able to... Okay, sure. Yes. Good. What'd I say about glaives? Man, oh man, I knew that glaives are good, but holy crap. Oh boy. Man, oh man, that was, Poor Blight. I mean, Blight was already a really easy fight anyway, even when we first fought him, but, that was ridiculous. Alright, so here's the last pathway. And we have another Celestial. I've been waiting for you, Okami Amaterasu. My fleeting spirit will disappear at any moment. I'm glad I was able to hold on long enough to meet with you. Celestial being Azumi. Long, long ago, you and Orochi fell together to this world. Then you waited for the Chosen One to put an end to Orochi's life. You waited patiently for countless moons, until finally the Chosen One, Nagi, was born. Together, you sent the monster of the moon to its fate. You didn't realize it, but that was just one ripple in the wave of darkness. It's exactly 100 years since the legend of Nagi. The monster was quietly recovering its strength for all those years, until it used Nagi's descendant, Susanoo, to complete its revival. And once again, it tried to destroy this world. When you defeated it, the next stage of its plan began. It cursed the land with its evil power. And the world was soon overrun with monsters from the Ark. Orochi's evil essence was more than enough to power them all. The smoldering powers of darkness exploded throughout Nippon. And the world was thrown into a storm of chaos never seen before. After that, well, you saw with your own eyes. The evil powers that left those monsters you defeated have all gathered here in the Ark of Yamato. Exorcism of the roots of evil is a daunting task. You must keep your eyes open for what's in the center of it all. And everything's falling into place. One last boss to take down. This fight, honestly, isn't made much different from us having the Thunder Edge. It is very much the same as the first time that we fought, Ninetails. So we just gotta wait for Ninetails to get bored. The little old lady was last again. Why is that one always last? That was the same last time too. And now it's just Fox time. Honestly, it shouldn't take that long. There we go. One more. I think I can tank a couple of hits. Done. Awesome. Thunder Edge does still do a crap ton of damage. Okay, perfect on all bosses. Normally I just cut straight to outside of the boss arena, but can we just take a moment to admire how hauntingly cool this landscape is? This is super neat. This lends itself very well to the Ark of Yamato's aesthetic. And here we go. We've defeated all of the bosses. Okami Amaterasu. It has begun at long last. The waves of darkness have finally begun to roll. All this evil power. I cannot hold on much longer. Amaterasu, there is one final thing I must tell you. The man of the Moon Tribe with the golden hair. I want you to tell him something. The Celestials will never forget how he fought alongside you when Orochi attacked. We are forever grateful. And with that, we finished off all of the rematches available to us and opened up a new path. It's finally time to head up into the final warp. We'll be concluding the series in the next episode. I will see you guys then. MasaeAnela out.